Hi Scorpio, this is your January 2022 spiritual reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, first house we have Jupiter and and second house. I was about to cough, but I was trying to hold it back. Second house we have Chiron. Third house, we have the 11th house. Fourth house, we have the Sun. Fifth house, we have the first house in Leo. And your sixth house, we have Neptune, Venus, and Psyche. All right. So there definitely feels like your first and your second house are very directly connected right now. It feels like there's a lesson that you're meant to learn when it comes to whether it's your self-esteem or it's your material goods and your values. And if you're able to, and again, it feels like it is connected to your body somehow, and we have Jupiter here. It feels like there's going to be a lot of luck and expansion for you if you spend the time to really work on loving yourself. If you guys feel like your self-esteem has kind of been off, your confidence has kind of been off, it actually feels like if you want to change up your style, or if you want to dress differently, do something different with your hair, but it actually feels more like you're making a big purchase. Some of you, it could even be getting a procedure done. It's whatever it is that you've been thinking about for a while. It feels like that's actually gonna really make you feel good and make you feel very, very confident. And I know a lot of people, say that you should just accept yourself and love yourself. You don't need to change anything. Of course, that's true, but also a lot of people making those changes does bring them a lot of confidence. It's not just, spending money thinking that it'll make you feel better. It's not like you're lacking in your life. It just feels like there's something that you've always wanted to change. Maybe it's like getting Botox, or like getting filler, or getting a procedure done, whatever it is. It feels like you've been shamed out of it for so long. But the way I look at the body is, it's like, we're works of art, right? Some people get tattoos, some people cut their hair like in a certain way, they color their hair, they get piercings. It's like you're decorating, and you're not changing who you are, you're just making little changes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that whatsoever. And I feel like you guys, there's an obstacle because, again, it's like you've been shamed by, whether it's your friends, your family, or even society, into thinking that I shouldn't want to change this. I shouldn't care about my physical body. And it's like, what? Like, we are born, we're having a human experience. Make the most of it. Your body is only gonna look this way for so long. So if you want to make little changes, you want to make little tweaks, if you want to color your hair, whatever it is, do it, and don't let anyone make you feel bad about it. Again, because there's some sort of something that you're doing when it comes to your physical. Again, whether it's like completely changing your wardrobe, it involves spending money on something. It feels like it's gonna make you feel so good, and it's gonna like change you. You're gonna start dressing up more. You're gonna if you get filler, for example, you're going to start doing your makeup more often, and all of those things help raise your frequency. They make you feel good and make you feel confident, and that's why it's going to help drastically bring in the energy of expansion and success and luck into your life. All right, so let's see if there's anything else, because for some of you, and I wasn't really getting this message until the end, but it feels like some of you, there's a shift that's going to take place with your income and like the amount of money that you make and the amount of money that you have. But it feels like that part of your life there may be a lot of obstacles and a lot of lessons to be learned, but it's like once you get past that, once you learn those lessons, it feels like suddenly your income drastically increases, and that also helps bring you a lot of confidence, again, because you're taking more care of yourself. You're doing what you want. You're buying clothes that you want. You don't really care about the price tag. But again, that's only for a small number of you. We have the Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you guys might recently be in this energy of the Three of Swords, where something has hurt you emotionally, it's like whether someone spoke to you a certain way, they broke your heart, they hurt it doesn't even have to be a relationship. It's just you've been in this Three of Swords energy for a while. Like it just feels like a very moody, deep and dark, like I want to be alone. I don't want to deal with anyone right now. You've been in that shadow for quite a while. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's so much work that happens when we're down there anyway. But it feels like it's time, and it feels like the lesson that you're meant to be learning here is to love yourself. Like for example, if you've gone through a breakup and it's like you're waiting for someone new to come in to feel that love again, the lesson that you're meant to be learning here is giving yourself that love and not letting anyone bring you back into this Three of Swords. And again, for a lot of you, it feels like giving yourself that love for you comes in spending some sort of money on yourself. And it feels like quite a bit of money, something that you've been thinking about for quite a while, that's really going to help get you out of this darker energy. And it feels like some of you want to get out of it a little bit. You want things to lighten up a little bit, and that will help you a lot. All right, third house, we have the 11th house. So your third house is communication, the way you think, what's in your awareness right now, what patterns you're constantly mentally thinking of right now. And it feels like this is very connected to the 11th house is your friends, it's community, it can also be something on the internet. Feels like you guys being open and vulnerable and actually sharing your feelings and opening up a little bit to people, again, whether it's your friends or it's over social media. It feels like not only is that going to help you a lot, just because you'll realize that a lot of people think the way that you do, and a lot of people actually support the decisions you make. But yeah, it feels like you guys need to connect to people that are kind of out of your inner circle. And by inner circle, I mean like the kind of people that you were raised around, you know. It feels like your family and the people you grew up with, they have certain values that you don't resonate with. You could have been the scapegoat of your family. And it feels like you connecting with more people is going to help you see that there is nothing wrong with you, and that there are so many people who think the way that you do and whose approach to life is more similar to you than what you witnessed growing up. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it feels like that's going to be very, very empowering for you. Some of you, at times, you might feel like an alien, like you don't belong on this earth, that no one understands you, that no one thinks the way that you do. And I don't think that you're lonely, but it can get tiring. Like, okay, there's no one I can connect with, truly, and truly be myself around. But it feels like there is. You guys just have to expand. They don't live near you, or they're not people you grew up with. They're people that for a lot of you, that you connect with over the internet, actually. So yeah, keep that in mind. And again, it's very, very empowering for you to recognize that and to see like, wow, people appreciate me. People appreciate this side of me, that I'm connected to, the Scorpionic energy, because that is something that, society as a whole doesn't really honor. But there are, communities and groups of people who do. And again, it's good for you guys to try to connect with them and communicate and make friends in those communities. All right, 4th house, we have the Sun. Interesting. A lot of signs got the Sun in the 4th house, but it feels like right now also your home is kind of in the spotlight. Like I was saying, not only there's some sort of drastic change that you want to make. For a lot of you, this also applies to your home. Like you just want to redecorate everything. You want to, maybe some of you even want to get a new house, whatever it is. It feels like follow those urges. Like if you want to completely redecorate, start posting your furniture on like Craigslist or wherever that you're able to sell your furniture, and just change everything. Make those changes. It feels like that's something that you're yearning for, but for whatever reason you haven't done it yet. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're yearning for this new beginning. You're yearning for making these changes, going on a physical journey. You guys are shapeshifters. Like nothing in your life is meant to be permanent. Not the way you dress, not the way that you decorate your home, not the things that you're drawn to. Everything for you guys in particular changes quite often. And you should feel safe and comfortable enough to go with that flow and not judge yourself or not feel bad about, oh my God, I just made all these purchases and I don't want them anymore. Because again, you guys are constantly transforming, and that, the inner changes that we go through also affect our external world and what we're drawn to and what we're attracted to. So yeah, it feels like just go with the flow. And it feels like if you guys don't feel like you have the money, like once you start posting your furniture, you're gonna see that, wow, I can make a lot of money from this, and I can actually, like, there isn't that much of a difference, from what you're buying and all of the stuff that you're selling. Like it feels like the universe is helping you, is supporting you. You just have to take that step and follow your heart, follow your heart wherever you're being drawn to, whatever changes, desires that you have. Do it, make them. There's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't, even if you're making these changes like once a month, it's okay. Honor that. If you're really drawn to it, it's for a reason. So keep that in mind. All right, 5th house, we have the 1st house and Leo. So the 5th house, especially for you guys' reading, it's, the 5th house is romance and beauty and that Venus energy, like luxury, play. And it feels like for you guys, again, your 1st house is, your physical body. And it feels like these changes that you're drawn to make, they're coming from like your soul. It's like your soul, this is how it wants to express itself. Again, you go through these intense transformations and you're drawn to something different. For a lot of you, again, this could be tied to you wanting to completely change your wardrobe. Like, you want to change everything and do that. Follow that urge. Again, it feels like there's this want of yours isn't just from your ego. It's really it's a very deep desire. And it feels like it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. We have the Hermit. Yeah, it feels like you guys, I was getting that with Leo. It's like you're kind of coming out of your shell a little bit. Not that you guys are shy, but it feels like you more prefer to like be alone and you like being mysterious, you like being eccentric, you like, your wardrobe could be all like darker colors right now, but it feels like some of you have the urge to like change things up, like you're attracted to clothes and accessories now that actually grasp attention, and the reason for that could be that you're meant to, it's like you're aligning with a certain part of your destiny that's going to require you to kind of be the center of attention and be in the spotlight because there's something that you're meant to share. It's like right now you're meant to have all eyes on you because it's for a greater purpose. Like it's very aligned with your destiny. That you're meant to be some sort of teacher or guide right now, and that's why you want things that are kind of gonna put you in the spotlight and attract attention to you. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it feels like everything happens for a reason, and you guys are very deep. And so again, these urges that you have come from a very deep place, so follow them. All right, your 6th house, we have Neptune, Venus, and Psyche. So your 6th house can be your health, your day-to-day activities, your routines, your habits. And it feels like that is also going through a drastic change, and it's all motivated and it's all coming from a very spiritual place, from your soul. It seems like it's very aligned to your destiny. Like you're meant to be going through these changes. You're meant to be adding a lot more beauty and luxury and just like surrounding yourself with things that make you feel good, that make you feel beautiful and make you feel just make you feel joy and happiness. With Psyche being here, again, a strong emphasis on, sorry Scorpio, there was just a lot of noise, but yeah, you're being drawn to a lot of Venus and Aphrodite beauty, luxury, energy, and follow that because again, there's a very strong, deep purpose to it. All right, we have number 20, Oblivion, open your arms. So this definitely feels like you guys are being asked to be more open to these physical changes that you're being drawn to make. It feels like you guys go, like you're very familiar with change and transformation, but more in the internal sense. Whereas now it feels like these changes are happening externally, and so it might be kind of uncomfortable for you. But yeah, follow it, be open to it. Again, it's all happening for a reason. All right, Scorpio, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.